All right, guys, so we're spending $1,000 on some graded Griffey cards here. Hey, what's up, guys? Today is Tuesday, July 13th. My name is Eric from ReliableResellers.net. Thanks a lot for coming back to another video. So 2 days ago on Sunday, we got a phone call from Furman. Furman said he's seen one of our signs. I guess we still have a couple up out there somewhere. And said he has a bunch of collectibles he was looking to get rid of. Says it's mostly Disney, like glassware and cookie jars and stuff like that. So ordinarily, we would have had no interest in this stuff. But because of the auction house connection now, we're gonna drive out here and see what he has. He sent us a ton of pictures, and it's Disney cookie jars. There's a couple of like Barbie doll, you know, stuff. There's plates, and it's mostly all glassware, and it's a lot of Disney stuff. You know, so I have no idea of value. This is not in my wheelhouse whatsoever. I usually don't buy this kind of stuff, but again, we have the auction house connection now, so if I can make some money on it, we're gonna buy it and see what we can do with it.
Turn left at the traffic light.
So we need to drive out to, he's a good 20 minutes away from us, but that's all right. So we're gonna drive out to Furman. We're gonna go look at his collectibles collection, I guess, and see what we can do today. This evening at 6:30, we're gonna go see a guy. I forgot his name. It's in my text messages. He sent me a text and said he has a Sega Dreamcast and a couple dozen games and a bunch of sports cards, mostly 80s and 90s stuff, but said there is some stuff from the 60s. So it piqued my interest. If anything, you know, the Dreamcast will be something good depending on what he wants for it. So we'll go see him this evening at 6:30. And of course, I'll bring you guys with me. So for now, let's jump on the highway. Let's go see Furman, and let's check out this Disney collection. Let's go.
Sets of those.
Gotcha.
Right here. Okay, these go with the this go with that too.
Okay.
This right here. See these right here? These are like the syrup or the butter or whatever little.
Yeah.
Little
Okay.
thing.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yep. Okay.
I'm just saying, man, it's my birthday weekend. You know, it ain't you, but if you're interested, man, if you can make me happy, I can make you.
You have a lot. I mean, I'm interested.
If
Yeah.
you got any annies that's in the certain type of stuff, I might have some stuff TT don't might want to say. But like I said, I got all kind of I got vintage toys. I got mini Cabbage Patch dolls.
Yes, sir. You have a lot, for
right
sure.
Here. See, this is the one in the pool too. So I had it right here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay, here. This one.
Okay. Yep. Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh,
Classic. Cool. Okay. Okay. Jeez.
if you know something, I got these two train sets.
guy here. And then there's Minnie here. I mean, I think I found one that's just like it. It's not the same one. It's in a different color. She has a different outfit? Yeah, it's like a red outfit. It's from 1997, animated, Disney. 1997 Disney. Yeah, that looks like just all but the different, even has the candle thing there. Lots of Disney stuff. Lots and lots of Disney stuff. All right, guys, so we just spent 220 bucks, so nothing huge. We bought a bunch of Disney stuff that I'm really just taking a chance on. Just legitimately, I'm just taking a shot.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on I-4, then keep left.
There's a lot of Disney stuff. I mean, it's all Disney stuff. It's from Disney China and Disney Mexico. Like, none of it is from here. So he said, Furman said he went and did a house clean out, and this lady or this person had a house just absolutely
turn right
filled
at the traffic light,
with Disney
then
stuff.
Keep left.
And he said he was pretty sure the person whose house they were doing the clean out of, he was pretty sure that the person worked for Disney. Now there's a lot of, I am way outside of my wheelhouse here with this stuff. You know, we're talking about cookie jars and you know, Disney dolls and things like that. I did look some of them up, but it's hard to look this stuff up because most of them
keep left to I-4.
They don't have barcodes, you know, so you can't just scan them and look them up. You have to kind of type in what they are, scroll through, try to find the exact one. I mean, there are some cookie jars. There are some Disney cookie jars from the 90s that are a couple $100s a piece, and then there's a couple cookie jars from the 90s that are 40, 50 bucks a piece. There's so much, just, you know, it looks more packed than it is. There's a couple of Disney Mickey and Minnie tall, you know, like 24, you know, 2.5 feet tall Christmas Carol dolls or what have you. I couldn't find the exact ones. I did see some of them on eBay going for, you know, 80, 90 bucks. I'm going for 180, 190 bucks. So I think there's gonna be money to be made here, but I don't know for sure. I really bought this stuff to take a shot. This is mostly gonna be stuff that we're gonna take out to the auction house and try to move it out there. For the most part, there might be a piece or two that we'll put online. Like there's so like right here is a Disney DVD set and a full Little House on the Prairie, the full all the seasons of it. I think that by itself is 70 to 80 bucks. And then that Disney Treasures DVD set there is like 20 or 30. So between just these two right here, I should be able to get 100 bucks back roughly. And those will go on eBay for sure. And so now I'm talking about making back, you know, 120 bucks, 140 bucks or so.
On the right to I-275 north toward Ocala.
With everything that's back there, I should be able to make that back pretty easily. I think, you know, I'm not 100% sure how things are going to go at the auction house, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So anyway, we're driving back home now. I'm going to stop at my storage unit and drop this stuff off. I'm not lugging this stuff up 3 flights of stairs. This stuff is going to the auction house. So as I'm unloading it and putting it into my storage unit, I'll give you guys a look at what I bought. And then later on this evening, we're gonna go over and look at those baseball cards, the sports cards, and the Sega Dreamcast, and a couple dozen games, they said. So let's go. All right, guys, I'm at my storage unit here. I'll give you a quick rundown of some of the stuff we bought. Right here's a big cookie jar. This one's obviously not Disney. It's the one thing that's not Disney out of all this stuff. Here is a Winnie the Pooh cookie jar. It says Disney China on the bottom. Here is a Winnie the Pooh basket, glass basket. Let's see, here is a Mickey Mouse cookie jar. It says Disney Mexico on the bottom. It just looks like a pumpkin, I guess. Oh, it says, nope, a pumpkin, sorry. It's orange. It says Merry Christmas on the side there. Let's see. Easy, Eric, easy. Okay. Here's a Donald the Duck musical porcelain doll. I've seen this guy. He was selling for about $80. Oh, this is just that's nothing. Here's a couple of they are these things here. There's two of them. This one's a Mickey Mouse. They are Ensco Presents Walt Disney limited edition musical Jack in the Box. There's two of them here. These could be decent money. Here's some looks like milk bowls or something like that. Like a serving dish, you know, like a serving dish. And it's all brand new stuff. I don't think this stuff has ever been used, ever been displayed. This guy here, Winnie the Pooh Classic Collection. A lot of this kind of stuff. And here's just a bunch of plates. So it's you know, all the different Winnie the Pooh plates. Tigger. Taped together. There's more of them down there. Let's see. It's just a lot more Winnie the Pooh stuff here. Here. Here's a big Tinkerbell. It's a Tinkerbell cookie jar. This cookie jar is on Mercari for $100. And then in this bag here, I may have already shown these, but just get a peek at them here. They look like they may have gotten wet or something, so they're a little bit dirty in there, but it's these Santa's Workshop things here. So that's what we got. 220 bucks. Again, I'm just taking a shot. I think this is going to be auction house stuff. So, you know, decent stuff. I think I'm going to do okay. Some of this stuff probably, if I have to sell it online, some of this stuff probably won't start moving until Christmas time. But that's all right. We'll leave it sit here till then, or we'll take it to the auction. We'll try it there. We'll see how it does. And nice. We'll go from there. All right, guys, in a couple hours, we're going to go out north a little bit to look at some sports cards and a Dreamcast. For me, it'll be a few hours. For you, it'll be a couple seconds. All right. The lengths I go to get inventory, it just opened up and started pouring down rain here in Tampa. Good Lord. Well, we are en route right now. It's about 6 o'clock. We're en route to go see, I actually don't know his name, but that's okay. I bought from him before. This is actually a repeat lead. So we're not that far, but I have to make a stop before we get there. So we should be there probably in about 20 minutes. All right, guys, we're going to the bank or to an ATM to see if we can see how much cash I can get out. This guy has a bunch of graded, PSA graded Ken Griffey Jr. cards. He's got one PSA 9 89 Don Russ rookie card. He's got a couple of Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards in PSA Slabs, some PSA 10s. So there's about $2,000 worth of cards, and we're getting it for $1,000 bucks. I really hope I can get this out of the ATM. Let's go. All right, well, we had to come to the bank to get the money, but they had enough. Let's go. All right, guys, so we're spending $1,000 bucks on some graded Griffey cards here. It's real. We're not talk. This is serious. All right, guys, so we just completed that purchase. We just spent $1,040. We spent $40 on a Sega Dreamcast. I think there's 3 controllers in there and a bunch of games. So a really good deal there. Provided it works. I'm sure it does. He said it was refurbished from a friend of his. I mean, even if it doesn't work for whatever reason, the controllers can bring me my $40 back, so that's not a big deal. And probably some profit actually as well, as long as they work, right? There's about 20 games or so. Most of the games though are burned games, so they're not, they're bootleg games. But I mean, as long as the console works, I'll pop all the games in there, and if they power on and play, if they power on and play, I'll lot them up with the system and just see what we can get for them. I think you can sell bootleg games on eBay. I don't know. We'll find out. And then really pleasantly surprised. So I've bought stuff from Everett before. So Everett called me up, I don't know, a couple months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, whenever it was, and said he had some cards and just cards really. And would I be interested? So I went over, looked at them, and pretty much bought everything he had for $200. It was a decent deal. We ended up just about doubling our money on that. We had to sell most of it at the garage sale. Lots of loose cards, a few grade worthy things. We did have that one card, I forget. We got $60 for it, and it cost us $30 to grade it. So, we did okay on that first deal with him. Nothing great, but we made a good impression, obviously, because he called us back. And we were the first person he called. He said he found, so initially when how do I get out of here? That's confusing. Anyway, so, am I going the right way? Anyway, when he first called, yeah, this is right. So when he first called, he said he had a bunch more sports cards and Sega Dreamcast and some games, and would I be interested? I asked him, what type of cards did he have, and he said it's mostly 80s and 90s stuff. He did say, I didn't ask him. In the text, he did say he had some 60s cards. Anyway, whatever. He said it's mostly 80s and 90s stuff, but some 60s cards, and a Sega Dreamcast and a couple dozen games. So that piqued my interest. The Dreamcast at a minimum. The Dreamcast at a minimum piqued my interest. The cards, not so much. I basically told him, for junk wax era cards, that 80s and 90s stuff, I can't move it, and unless it is already graded or factory sealed stuff in boxes. And so, but I told him the Dreamcast I was interested in, so we made a time, today, obviously, and I went over there today, and I walked in, and on the table he's got like 30 PSA slabs sitting there, and one of them, they're all Griffey, Ken Griffey Jr. One of them is the 89 Don Russ Griffey rookie in a PSA 9 slab. And I did look a lot of the higher value ones up on PSA just to verify the cards and to verify the slabs. Everything is fine. So we should do okay on those. We paid $1,000 for all the slabs. I only looked up enough to get an idea. I know that I should be able to get that $1,000 back with a couple, 4 or so roughly, of the rookie cards. There's a couple Gem Mint 10s. The 89 Don Russ is a PSA 9, but there's another one, or not Don Russ, sorry, the 89 Upper Deck, sorry. He has a, or I guess now I have, a PSA 10, the rated rookie Griffey card. So I think I should be able to get my $1,000 back with some of the higher value cards. And then some of the other ones are, you know, 60, 70 bucks a card. So they're not high dollar cards, but they're all already in PSA slabs. They're the exact kind of cards that we like to buy. They're the exact kind of cards that are fairly easy to list and sell on eBay for the most part. You know, eBay does take a pretty big cut, but you know, they bring you millions of eyeballs. So anyway, I think I should be able to roughly double my money. Maybe a little bit more, just depending on how the market goes and how long the cards take to sell, and if some things swing back up. You know, if it takes until baseball, you know, whatever, you know, whatever. You know, so we'll just have to see how the card market goes for these baseball cards. But there's 30 of them or so, maybe. I don't know exactly how many. I didn't count them all. I just looked up enough to know that if I offered him $1,000, he asked $1,500. Is what he was asking for the lot, which isn't bad. I mean, you know, quite frankly, I mean, he came out the gate with a pretty decent number. If I remember correctly last time, Everett was a good guy to work with. You know, he was willing to negotiate. You know, he wasn't, you know, pushy at all, like some people are with their cards. So that was cool. And again, with this one, he wasn't difficult to work with. So, you know, right on. I love that. So he started out the gate at $1,500. And I thought, okay, well, that's reasonable, right? I thought he was gonna say, like, you know, $2,500, $3,000 or something like that, which is really, really high end, top dollar for what these cards could potentially even sell for, all together in total. So, you know, I looked a few of the cards up. I did some math in my head, and I figured roughly there's probably about $2,000 worth of cards there, roughly. There's a couple of SGC cards in SGC slabs. Those aren't going to bring the same dollar. I may have to crack those and send those into PSA. I have no idea. We'll see. He has a couple of them that are graded just by some fly-by-night company, but there's only like 3 of them, so those are, you know, those won't be much of anything. So I think there's about $2,000 worth of cards there. There might be a little more. There might be 22 to 25, again, just depending on the cycle of the market, right, and when they sell, essentially. So I think we'll do okay. We're not going to make a killing, right? We're not going to retire on this deal, but that's okay. You know, it's inventory I didn't have access to yesterday, and quite frankly, it's inventory I wasn't expecting him to have. I was not expecting to go over there and buy a bunch of PSA graded Ken Griffey Jr. cards. I was expecting to go over there and buy a Dreamcast and look at some loose junk wax era cards and maybe make an offer on them for 10 bucks, you know, and then just kind of, I don't know. Anyway, so we're driving home. When I get home, I'll show you guys the cards that I bought. So let's go. Well, guys, here's the cards. So there's 47 total cards. We'll just start over here with the ones that are pretty much, you know, nothing. These are from some company called Advanced Grading. Their slab looks, so like here's an SGC slab. Here's their slab. I mean, just at the, like if you were just looking, right? If you weren't looking really hard, they look really similar to an SGC slab, which I'm sure wasn't by accident. But I mean, there's only 3 of those. And then there is 2, 4, 6 SGC graded cards. These are all Ken Griffey Jr. guys, every single one of them. Every single one of them. Lots of rookies in here. And then we'll make our way over to the PSA slabs here. There is 36, 37, 38. Oh, there's one Beckett slab here. Callie, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stay there. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay. So I mean, we'll just start here at the top. I mean, these are the money cards, obviously. I mean, here's a 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. Mint 9, PSA Mint 9. Here's an 89 Fleer Gem Mint 10. Here's an 89 Don Russ Gem Mint 10. Here's an 89 Topps Traded Gem Mint 10. Another 89 Don Russ Gem Mint 10. '89 Bowman Gem Mint 10. '89 Fleer Gem Mint 10. And then there's just lots of other graded cards in here. But I mean, the money will come, the money back will come from the cards, really, the most of them at the top there. And then there's just all these other graded Griffey cards here. I mean, I'm not going to go through them one by one and point them out. I'll just show them here and you guys can kind of see them. I'll flash a few prices up on the screen, but I'm not going to flash everything. I mean, there's a lot of cards here. So I paid $1,000 for these cards. How do you think I did? Let me know in the comments. $1,000 for these cards. Would you have paid for it? Would you have bought them? Would you have paid $1,000 for all of these cards? And then here, guys, we have a Dreamcast. Here's all the games. I mean, there's some actual games, mostly sports games, but for the most part, it's like these burned, you know, burned games. Bootleg. He said they all work. I mean, if they do, I mean, I should be able to lot everything up here and do okay. So, I mean, there's, you know, I think there's 4 or 5 actual games. It's mostly sports games. That's another, that doesn't look legit. Maybe it is, I don't know. Anyway, so there's about 20 or so of those. And then, so we have this cool Dreamcast bag. And then in here, we have just a Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast, and 1, 2, 3 controllers. This one's, you know, a knockoff, but these two controllers here are legit Dreamcast controllers. So, you know, as long as this thing works with the games, I mean, you know, this should be, if the games don't work, you know, this is like $50. You know, these, if it works, I should be able to double my money here and put some of these games with it. So we'll see. You know, not too bad. Really, the big score is all the graded cards. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. We spent a lot of money today. We spent $2 $220 on the Disney stuff. We just spent $1,040 on all this stuff. So what's that? $1,040 and $220. So what's that? $1,260 we spent today on all the Disney stuff, all the graded cards, the Dreamcast, the controllers, and a bag full of mostly bootleg games. I think we did okay. Let me know in the comments. How do you think I did? Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time, guys. Oh, tomorrow's auction day. Tomorrow's auction day. Come back for that. See ya. Say bye. Callie. Say bye.